Now, before going back again to the middle game and the openings, let us see how to mate with knight and bishop, and, then, how to win with a queen against a rook. With a knight and a bishop, the mate can only be given in the corners of the same color as the bishop. In this example we must mate either at a1 or h8. The ending can be divided into two parts. Part 1 consists in driving the black king to the last line. We might begin, as is generally done in all such cases, by advancing the king to the center of the board. It will be seen that the ending is rather laborious. There are two outstanding features, the close following by the king, and the controlling of the squares of the opposite color of the bishop by the combined action of the knight and king. The student will do well to exercise himself methodically in this ending, as it gives a very good idea of the actual power of the pieces, and it requires foresight in order to accomplish the mate within the 50 moves which are granted by the rules. King e2. King d7. Black, in order to make it more difficult, goes toward the white squared corner. King d3. King c6. Bishop f4. King d5. Knight e2. King c5. Knight c3. King b4. King d4. King a5. King c5. King a6. King c6. King a7. Knight d5. King a8. The first part is now over, the black king is in the white squared corner. The second and last part will consist in driving the black king now from a8 to a1 or h8 in order to mate him. In this position a1 will be the quickest. Knight b6, check. King a7. Bishop c7. King a6. Bishop b8. King a5. Knight d5. King a4. King c5. Black tries to make for h1 with his king. White has two ways to prevent that, one by bishop e5, king b3, knight e3, and the other which I give as the text, and which I consider better for the student to learn, because it is more methodical and more in accord with the spirit of all these endings, by using the king as much as possible. King b3. Knight b4. King c3. Bishop f4. King b3. Bishop e5. King a4. King c4. King a5. Bishop c7, check. King a4. Knight d3. King a3. Bishop b6. King a4. Knight b2, check. King a3. King c3. King a2. King c2. King a3. Bishop c5, check. King a2. Knight d3. King a1. Bishop b4. King a2. Knight c1, check. King a1. Bishop c3, checkmate.